Stephanie Moore. I have a daughter, a 14-year-old daughter, Zoe, and a 19-year-old son, Dylan. Absolute favorite thing to do? I don't have one. I like to garden. I have a vegetable garden, and I grow vegetables and flowers and herbs, and I love that. I also love to ride my bicycle around the city. I ride to work, and I ride to do my errands, so sometimes you might see me on my bicycle riding around Utica. And I love watching birds. I have bird feeders in my yard, and I love to watch the birds and identify the birds.
Cool.
I like nature. I like being out in nature and taking walks in the woods. I've been coming to Cornerstone for about 2 months. For me, church wasn't a positive experience when I was a kid, but I kept my personal practice and I kept my relationship with Jesus and my daily prayer and spiritual practice. And working at the rescue mission has been my spiritual community and my way to live out my faith and to practice Jesus's teachings. Working at the rescue mission has taught me how to love people who are really difficult to love, and how to be there for people who are in difficult positions. So the rescue mission has been my spiritual community, and so when I heard about Pastor Mike talking about the spiritual disciplines, I was curious and I started to come, and I've just felt like comfortable and welcomed, and it's nice to be a part of a church community.
Cool.
Well, I work at the Enriched Living Center of the Rescue Mission, which is a 52-bed residence for people diagnosed with mental illness. It's a long-term stay. When most people think about the rescue mission, they think of the emergency shelter or the food service or the addiction crisis center. This is a long-term residence for people who struggle with mental illness. And my job there is to advocate for the people living there and to help them be integrated into the community in whatever capacity they want. You know, whatever their goals are to be in the community, we try to help them be more independent and to have a good foundation where they're getting the care that they need and they're able to take care of themselves, and they can work, they can go to programs, they can be involved in social activities, and just be involved in the community. Why I do what I do? It's really a privilege to work at the rescue mission. I always wanted to work in a place where the people were that society had kind of forgotten about or didn't want to look at. I always felt that as a people, as human beings, we can't grow unless everybody grows with us, unless we bring everybody up with us. And when I was working out in the corporate world, I always had this unsettling feeling because the focus was always on success and advancing the business. But I always had this sense that there was this whole other world that we weren't looking at, and that none of what we were doing in the business world mattered if there was a whole population of people who we weren't looking at and we weren't bringing up with us. And I think I got that sense of responsibility for people on the fringes of society from my father. He kind of instilled that in me, and I'm grateful to him for that. A party at the Enriched Living Center for the for the residents living there. Um, I think that they might. I don't think that they fully understand what is going to happen and why, because it's so it's something that they haven't had before. Anytime somebody comes into the Enriched Living Center to talk to them or to make a presentation, it's always, they always eagerly anticipate it. They love, when people come in and have some, new information or something to share with them. Some of the residents have a hard time getting out. And so whenever someone can come to the rescue mission and do something with the residents, that's always, it's special. And it shows that, that people see them and that people care, the community cares. What I would say for people coming to the Enriched Living Center is to smile and listen and show interest in the person in front of you, and to just be there to have an authentic conversation and show caring and concern, and be ready to laugh and hear some really interesting stories.